at 39 meters per second, slows down to rest at this acceleration. And we want to know the distance it needs to be able to stop and the time it needs to reach the speed. I'm pretty happy with the way people are setting these up. It seems like these make a lot more sense now than they did when we first studied them over a month ago. Actually, 2 months now. So S is going to be unknown. U is 39. V is 0. One small thing, since the car is moving forward and the acceleration is trying to push it the opposite way, that's going to be -3 meters per second squared. I'm going to actually go ahead and fill in my units, and then the time is unknown. So let's go ahead and get the time first, actually. I'm going to do it this way. So V equals AT plus U. 0 is going to be -3 times T plus 39. And when you solve, you're going to end up getting T is 13 seconds. Now let's go ahead and actually get the position. So that's going to be V squared. I'm just using this formula because I can, equals U squared plus 2AS. So that 0 squared is 39 squared plus 2 times -3 times S. And when we actually end up isolating S, the number that we'll get is, I'm getting 253.5 meters. All right, so that takes care of that part. And then for part B, so we have an airplane that needs to get up to about 30 meters per second from rest to take off. We're assuming it does this over 600 meters. So it starts at rest, needs to get up to the speed, covers this distance or displacement. Those terms are going to be identical here because we're moving in a straight line and we're not changing direction. A is unknown and T is unknown. So let's go ahead and get the acceleration. So V squared is U squared plus 2AS. So that's going to be 30 squared equals 0 squared plus 2 times A times 600. So I'm getting 900 equals 1200A. So A ends up being 0.75 meters per second squared, which is fine. And then we'll go ahead and get the time. So V equals AT plus U will work. And that's 30 equals 0.75 times T plus 0. When we isolate the time, we'll end up getting 40 seconds of time. All right. So one thing. So for questions 5 and 6, I'm not actually going to work these out anymore. I think the first practice exam gives you a really good way of solving those. You've done them several times, and nobody seems to be struggling. So just in the interest of efficiency, I'm going to go ahead, and in the next video, you'll see me skip ahead to question number 7.